Hey everyone, Miss Dempsey here. This is a lap guide for Mount Panorama with the Renault Megane Group 4. Let's get this started. Start to brake in between the 100 and the 50 meter mark. Brake in a straight line, then ease off on the brakes as you hit the apex. The thing is that with this car, it's a front wheel, front engine drive, so it's going to be a little understeery. So your goal is to try to get the car to rotate as much as it can. That way, your car is already pointing to where you want it to go by the time you're starting to go at full throttle. Look for a path that is on the left as you'll start to brake right before you completely pass it. Brake in a straight line, then ease off on the brakes as you go along the turn. Then get on the throttle, but don't go full throttle almost immediately. That way you don't end up understeering or hitting the rev limiter. For this turn, you want to ease off on the throttle, and right after you pass that turn, you will start to brake. Go on the outside, then slowly bring yourself in. The turn is a little banked on the inside, so that's going to help you complete your turn. Get your car pointing towards the next section of the track before you start to fully accelerate. Take this right-hander at full throttle, then use the happy little tree on the left as your turning point. Ease off on the throttle a bit right here to make sure you don't hit the wall. For this next turn, you want to ease off a bit on the throttle again, go at about half throttle. And then for this turn, you want to ease off on the throttle before you hit the top of the hill. It's possible for the car to get just enough lift to where it doesn't really turn. So you want to slow down just a little bit to make sure that the car actually turns here. Look for the sign up ahead as you will start to brake when you pass right under it. Make sure your car is lined up to point towards the apex of the S's. That way you don't have to worry about steering too much. Brake as much as you can right here, then bring yourself along the right wall, and then you will start to brake a bit more here. Don't get too close to the wall that is on the left, as it's actually possible to get on the grass just enough and pick up a penalty. Then carefully accelerate your way through here, and when you're about to start to turn right here, use a little bit of braking to get yourself ready to start to slow down. Then, right after the turn is completed, bring yourself to the right and start to brake when the wall on the right turns blue. Brake as much as you can in a straight line, and then you'll use the part where the wall on the right opens up as your turning point. Turn in as much as you can and slowly start to accelerate out. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the clip over here just to save us a little bit of time. And for this next turn, you will take it flat out, but then you will start to brake right after you pass the 150 meter mark. Don't take too much advantage of the curb right here on the left, as it's a little hilly and it can throw your car off and potentially get your car onto the grass. Then for your final turn, you want to start to brake a bit after you pass the 100 meter mark. This turn is a lot like the first turn, where you want to get your car to rotate as much as you can. That way you can get on the throttle as soon as you can and you are good to go.